that point, just to build on that point, you see, like recently, I was just talking to you, actually, Dato Sivaraja, he mentioned that he wants 2,500 seats for matriculation allocated for Indian students, right? But if you read that article in Star, what happens if you go down to the last sentence, what he says is, he says, but he's saying this and he hopes the government will take action. That's all. So, and I also want your opinion about this, about the matriculation.
Definitely.
Yeah, because you are very experienced in this. But couldn't that also be a reason why Indians don't have a leader? It's because no leader wants to take that next step to say, okay, I want 2,500 seats and this is how I'm going to go about it. You see, if someone is not giving you the seats, okay, let's just assume, I don't 100% believe that a government will refuse to give seats. I think maybe there could be some discrepancy in terms of perhaps there are no proposals going or right proposals and all that, those kind of things. But if someone is not giving it to you, you have to build it yourself. That should be the way, because we cannot keep singing the same song. Oh, the leaders, we don't have leaders. You're right. I agree with you 100%. But the community needs to understand we have failed ourselves. We have accepted this entire narrative that, we Indians are this, we are not good, when actually we are very good. And we have the people like the M40s, the T20s in our group that can actually facilitate change. But I think it should come from us. We cannot keep blaming the leaders. That's what I think.
Yes, true. So there's no decisive leaders. And the leaders that we have is all political leaders.
Yeah.
And I tell you, political leaders is not a leader. Because a leader, when you already have an agenda, you have your own vision, and that vision is not the community's vision. It is your party's vision. Again, your party's vision can never be a community's vision.
Yes, of course.
Okay,
100%.
Like an example, I'm representing XYZ party. Okay, and this is my vision. That vision belongs to your NYZ party, and that cannot be the community's party. So that's why we need a leader, and for longest time the leadership will not happen one day, one night.
No.
So since after 2000, 2010, 11, there's a lot of young leaders. Okay, I must say I'm one of them that came from that, because they were the role of NGO become big. In 2013, we set up a special task force, a Hindu conversion action team, and combining all the 8 prominent Hindu NGOs and address the conversion issue. And today, the conversion issue it is in the forefront of the community, because the NGO then came together.
Yeah.
We have seen about 7,000 over cases. We have about 1,200 cases in Sharia court and in civil court
of conversion.
So
wow.
So there's so much of things happening. So what I'm telling, to the viewers, all right, political leaders cannot be seen as a community leader. Let get it right, okay. You have to be either left or right. The middle one is no use. All right, and example, Datuk Sivaraja's thing. Eventually, he's a senator in Dewan Negara, and he's somewhat part of this administration.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to get that, and then what Datuk Sivaraja did not. I think his point is correct. His demand is right. Is reasonable. What is missing is the solution. So if we can, because right now what the PMX is saying, we have to stick to the quota system, because the 153 gives the right for the Malays to have the quota and things like
social
that.
contract.
I agree, but not for 90%. All right. Okay, you want to stick to 90%? That's fine. Okay. And then left with the 10%. The total capacity of matriculation 44,000. Okay, 10% out of 44,000 is 4,400. So that in between that, you want to divide among Chinese and Indian, right? So if Indian wants 2,500, left about 1,900 for the Chinese. That's not fair. So what's the solution now?
Make it equal. Depends on the intake.
Because they want 90%. All right? They want 90%. Okay, they have So they have 39,600. Right?
But then
So-
in the case, just to paint some context, so currently in this constitution, how many seats are awarded to Indians for the matriculation?
Last year there's 1,116.
So now people are saying they want 2005. Even you are asking for 2000.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the last time, 2017, okay, there were the first time, okay, there were 2,162 seats were offered to the Indian,
Okay.
and courtesy of Najib, okay, he offered 2,500. He offered 2,500 seats.
Okay.
Allocated 2,500
Okay,
seats.
okay.
Out of that, 2,162 accepted to the
Indians.
program.
Okay.
Since then, since 2017, which means since Pakatan 2018 until today, everything is downhill. All right, but the capacity of matriculation have grew, okay, 20 from 25,000 to 44,000, 76%.
Wow.
So
But our percentage is going down.
The capacity have grew 76%, while Indian intake have dwindled 48%. Justify this lah. You don't take any genius,
Yes, doesn't make sense. Yeah.
So and tomorrow, okay, we have the press conference. Of course, I'm gonna be offering a solution to that, because I just do not want to bang on things that they don't want to do. Okay, fine. You don't want to do that. Fine. What alternative can I offer? So I think it's very difficult for political leaders to be leader. Like even I tell you before. I went to the parliament, met some of the MPs. All MPs agree concurs with the 2,500 threshold for Indian. But why weren't they talking? Because why? They're party leaders. They are the representative of their party. If they're from PKR, they're PKR leaders. If they're from DAP, they're DAP leaders. So it'll be foolish, it'll be stupid of the community to think they are the community leaders. Call the spade as a spade lah, because their party interest comes first.
Okay, so now that you're saying you want 2,500 matriculation seats, what is your solution to making that happen?
Okay, so now we are jumping into the matriculation issue, right?
No, I'm just curious because you say, yeah. What's your solution?
All right. So one of the reason I was privy in a lot of the meetings prior 2000. I told you I jumped in 2013, and the very first Malaysian officer that I met then was Najib. So Najib was the first guy I met as a government officials then lah. Then I told you my first problem was with the Mohideen Yassin. All right. So I started there. So through the course, right? So there's so many meetings, especially Plan Tindakan Sekolah Tamil. We were involved. We were working together with Dr. N.S. Rajendran and things like that. And then slowly one after another. Okay, when in 2013, the first time Najib is putting allocation to the matriculation is in the year 2012. 2012 with the 1,500. Before that, believe it or not, is only about 300, 350. 2011 was 359.
My goodness.
And then 2011 was only 500, and then jumped to 1,500. Okay. So all credits, okay, goes to Najib. Najib started that trend, 1,500. So from 1,500, slowly. So at that time, of course, the 90-10 composition. So one of the reasons he want to give more seats to the Indian, all right? But at the same time, you also want to maintain the numbers for the Bhumiputra. So one of the reasons why the capacity of matriculation was increased, so that the more seats can be awarded to the Indian.
So the ratio can be maintained.
So that's why we have increased the capacity to 76%. But unfortunately, okay, he actually increased, because from 1,500, slowly he went to 2,500. And 2017, before the 2018 election, okay, there were 2,162. That's the highest ever in Malaysian history.
Okay.
Dot. Okay, so and after that, and it started. The worst actually, it is 2018. Okay, and on and 2018, we know it started from Teo Nichi. The deputy minister was Teo Nichin. It was who was that guy? Malik what?
Masli Malik.
Mazli Malik, Mazli Malik, and then so on, and end up only 1116 last year. So the capacity have grew, but the Indian seats shrunk. Okay, this is not fair. Okay, fine. If they want to maintain that 39,600 for the Bumi, wallah. What I'm proposing, okay, so let's have a 5 years plan. Okay, let's give Indian 2,500 per year. Okay, additional and review every 5 years. Okay, see if we have reached the capacity. Reach our benchmark. What's our benchmark? Only 9% of the Indian community are graduates compared to the national average of 12%. So we are almost 3%. In other term, I like to put we are 33% behind the national average. So this will be my benchmark. I have 9%, I have 12%. So now I try to push through
until you reach that 12%.
Yes, only basic, just to reach there. So for that, you don't have space, right? So then get few of the universities to run the matriculation program funded by the government. I think before this, TAFE College have offered. Okay, and right now we have AIMS. Okay, let's have, you're giving 1,000, say so, yesterday, Fadlina said, YB Fadlina said 1,400. Okay, fine. So that means I'm short of 1,100, right? 1,100. Can I have it in AIMS and TAFE? Kalau ada niat, mesti ada jalan. If there is a will, there's always a way. The problem is this. So now, PMX cannot hide on a 153. And just for the viewers, what the 153, every time when he talks about quota, he goes to 153. And please, for God's sake, 153, Article 153 in our constitution, do not stipulate the percentile of the quota. It says we can have quotas in services, permit, education, and things like that. It suggests.
But it doesn't state a exact number.
So it did not say 90-10. It did not say 100%. All right, 100% is not quota anymore, lah. Okay, it's 90-10. Yeah. So if we follow the composition of the population, 64% are Bumis. All right, the 36% are non-Bumis. Okay, can we not have that composition in matriculation? Right now, I'm asking 2,500. I did not ask 2,500 out of a blue. Okay, it is only 5.6% of the entire capacity. That is very reasonable, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
If 6% is a 29, 48.
But if that's the case, then why can't we develop our own centers to provide the extra space?
Okay.
The gap, to meet the gap.
We can, but eventually, who must give the certification? Who must give the okays? Who must give this kind of stuff? It is a government that must give you okay. I think right now, I'm sure like I think Binary University also offered this. So all these universities are willing to work with the KPM. Okay,
are they willing to work with universities?
I mean, again, whether KPM willing to work with them and to acknowledge, first of all, before anything, you must acknowledge there's a disparity. Okay, 9% and 12%. 9% எங்க 12% எங்க இத வந்து acknowledge பண்ணனும். Acknowledge பண்ணிட்டோனே அது என் benchmark. That's my benchmark. So now they have to go, okay, one of the quick pathway. Okay, quick pathway. It is a matriculation. That's exactly why even Mahathir came out with the matriculation, because he wanted a shortcut than STPM. All right. So let us follow the same trend. Okay, so if you give me 2,500 and every 5 years we review whether we reach that benchmark or not. Once we reach the benchmark, and then at that time we can agree to whatever things that you're giving. At this time, and PMX repeatedly, I actually counted, there's 4 times, right? And You know why we counted it? I'm working on a United Nations Child Rights Commission report
Okay.
every 5 years.
Okay.
So you know lah, I need
So you have
information.
to, okay, data
All right?
driven. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, when you go out of Malaysia, you must be a data driven.
Data driven,
And,
yes.
right.
In Malaysia, don't need. We don't need.
In
It's
Malaysia,
fine. We don't need.
lantak lah kan.
Lantak lah, apa lah.
So sekarang, you always say, okay, India needs help. Okay, we are the trailing ethnic group in Malaysia, and he conquers. And I concur with him too. Yes, Indians are really backward and need some help. And 18% out of the entire miskin Tegar, okay, remember that he
Poverty lah, abject poverty.
that he wanted to put nota when last year. Okay, 1st January he wanted to put a nota for the miskin Tegar. Never happened.
Yes. You want to eradicate poverty.
I just want to go a little bit last, in case people forgotten.
Yeah.
It's bad. My memory is bad that I don't forget.
Okay.
So, miskin Tegar, 18% of the miskin Tegars are Indian. That means we are 3 times of the population percentage in terms of miskin Tegar. So
what do you mean? 3 times the population?
18% of the entire population of miskin Tegar
Is
in
Indian.
Malaysia is Indian. So we are only 6.7% of the population. So you take 18 divide by 6.7, you will see you're almost 2.7 times, 2.6 times. So I am almost triple.
By ratio, you're almost triple. Okay.
I mean, just that. So the thing is, you have to acknowledge somewhere. All right, this is the problem. So now, one of the, of course, there is a lot of other issues that we can do to reduce the miskin Tegar and all the stuff. I understand, but one of the effective one is education. My family, 9 of us from Palo Estate, mom and dad are rubber tappers, illiterate. Okay, from B40, a bad B40 to a T20, it only 1 generation education.
Okay.
Simple, done. I'm sure that's a case for you too. Most of us in estate.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm from estate.
And for every one guy that actually, for every one happy ending story, okay, we have about 100 sad story back in estate. My very classmates from my grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, I went and met. And this is the thing, right? So education is the quickest and most effective. And effective not only ஒரே கல்ல 4-5 மாங்கா. One thing is, of course, the poverty. And second thing, social problem. We are talking about alcohol abuse, drug abuse, and we are talking about gangsterism. We are talking about all kinds of things. All these things, the only thing you have to concentrate is education, Baba. Nothing else. You don't take a genius. You can't be that dumb to be policymakers and planners when you do not know this. The problem is they know. And always our problem is that we do not get prioritized.
By even our own leaders.
Our own leaders, because our own leaders, actually not our own leaders, the party leaders, Indian party leaders. Okay, they are not community leaders. I refuse to accept that because they have their parties at their best interest. Okay, in this thing, if anybody from MIC they say they are Indian leaders, I can accept because their party is 100% Indian. Okay, other than that, other parties I cannot accept lah. So these are the things. So we have given a benchmark. We have given a solution. Right now, it takes no brainer to do it.
Yeah, you're right. All the answer is quite simple.